Hello and welcome to the WordPress voting contest demo. Today I am simply going to show you how easy it is to get a contest up and running. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to go to your contest category screen. So that is right here under contest category. And you'll see here we're on our demo site, so we have quite a few different demos set up for everybody. So we're just going to start from scratch and create a new one. So we'll call this my new contest, and we won't need any description unless you have quite a few different contest categories. In that case, feel free. So now we're going to select the type of contest. We have photo, video, music, and essay. We're going to create a photo contest today. Now it's going to ask us if we want to display our featured image in the contest listing. So yes, we do. We do not want to hide the vote count. Some people like to just have the vote button there and not show the count until the very end or during certain times. So that's why we have that feature. Here we can display the category that the contestant is in the listing. Here we can show the total vote count above all the contestants. So I'm going to go ahead and check that on. Here we can show the top 10 contestants tab. So I will go ahead and allow that. If we require the user to be logged into WordPress, we can have them show the author's name, or we can also allow them to show the author's email. So for now, I'm going to leave those unchecked. So select the start time. The start time is actually very important. We don't have to set a start date, but if we don't set a start date, the voting is going to be open immediately. So some people like to create an entry period of like a week or 2 weeks where people are gathering entries but no voting is going on. So if you want an entry period, you're going to want to create your start date in the future. So we're going to go ahead and do that for right now, just for demo purposes. And we'll start that on the 15th at 12 o'clock. Our end time is going to run until the 22nd at 12 o'clock. And the end time is when the voting stops. We can also choose, if we have for our entry period, we can hide all the photos until the contest is live. That way, the second person to enter your contest can't see the other people that have entered yet. So some people like to do that. For right now, I'm going to leave that option as no. This is your activation count. If you, let's say, you want at least 10 contestants before the contest is active, you can type in 10, and as soon as 10 is reached, the contest will then become open for voting. The vote count per click is just how many votes do you want to see for every vote that is cast. So perhaps you don't want just a single vote count. Maybe you want, if I click vote, it counts by fives. So this is just a way for you to set that. The set gallery link button, this should be the URL of your main contest page. So we can come back and set that later if need be. And this also sets your gallery button, which I will show you very shortly. So the next part is the show the contestant's description. Sometimes just to keep a nice clean view, a lot of times people only like to show the description within the list view for a photo contest, so that way if you're viewing in grid view, they can see just the photo and the bare amount of information, and if they want to read the entire description, they can read it just in list view. But we do have the options for neither view to have the description, grid view, list view, or both of the list view and grid view. So for now, I'm just going to leave it on list view. This distinguishes how many entries can each user have. Again, there's different ways to track this. If you're using the IP tracking and the voter is required to log in to vote, it's going to use the WordPress user accounts to track that. If not, we're just going to use the IP address to track if somebody's entered the contest. So for right now, we're going to leave that blank. The rules and prizes, if you have rules and prizes and wish to use this tab to display it, you can go ahead and type in your rules and prizes here, and then the tab will show on the front end when we use the shortcode. So that's all there is to creating a new contest category. So we're going to go ahead and click Add New Category. And we'll go ahead up here to My New Contest. And we now have the shortcode that we want to display on a page. So I have a page that's already created. So we're going to go here to My New Contest page, which is right here. We're going to edit this, and we're going to put in our shortcode. And this is with the bare minimum variables that we can add to the shortcode. There's a lot of fancy things that we can do that override our global settings if we use some of the shortcode, and there's a big list of everything on our plugins website at plugins.ohiowebtech.com. So be sure to go over those variables, because it'll really help you refine the contest if you want to get specific in what you want to show in one area, but you want something different in another area. So we're going to go ahead and click Update. Going to view our page. And this is what we have. We have the Submit Entry button. We have the Gallery button, which takes you back to this screen. So this is also the page that we can set. So I am copying the URL of this. So that way, if we put this shortcode on another page, we can make sure they coming back to your main contest page. So here we have the top 10, and we have our rules and prizes. Rules and prizes here. And we have different ways of sorting. So the other thing we have here is our list view and grid view. So I'm going to go ahead and use the front end submission. So basically we would just want to say this is my test entry. Here you can type a description of the photo that you're going to upload. Or you can also use, you can embed HTML, or maybe the contestant wants to embed a video here. This is different than the video contest, which we would actually use a YouTube or Vimeo or Vine link. But if they wanted a video to go with their photo, we could certainly do that if we want to put some embed code from Vimeo or YouTube. So I'm going to browse my images here. I'm going to choose my flamingo, and we get a nice little thumbnail of our image. So here we have email address, and this is a private custom question, meaning that we've actually added this to our form. We have an entire form builder where you can ask certain questions to your contestants. They can be required or not required. So here we're just asking for their email, and we're telling them that this is a private custom question, meaning that we're not going to post it. We just want to gather their email address. So we can go my email at myemail.com, and we're going to save this. And here we get the notification that the contestants have been successfully added and are waiting for admin approval. So we do have a little setting that overrides the admin approval. We don't really recommend that you override admin approval, just because if somebody uploads some content that you might not want on your contest, you've already approved it and it's live. So here with this method, we would it would just go into a draft status. So again, it's letting us know that we have no contestants to display. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our admin area, and we're going to view our contestants. And here we can see that we have the My Test entry, and we can click into this, and we see that we can go ahead and publish this. This is my new contest. So we're going to go back here. Whoops. And here we are, my new contest, and our entry is here. Now we can switch the views to list view or grid view. Using the shortcode, we could set what the default view is. So that's very helpful. A lot of people like to use this grid view for photo contests. So here we are now, and we can see that the voting starts in 3 days, 23 hours. So if we click vote now, the voting has not started yet. Please come back soon. And this is because we have set the start date of the contest to be in the future. So let's go back real quick and let's change the date of our contest category. So here we are, my new contest. We're going to edit this. We're going to change the date, and we're actually going to just backdate it to yesterday. So now we're going to click update. Going to go back to our pages. And here we are, my new contest. Go to view. And now you'll see that it says the contest ends in 1 week, 3 days, and the countdown starts counting down to the end of the contest. So now if we go ahead and click vote now, you can see that we have voted. We have the option to share with our friends on different social networks, and you can turn these on and off if you'd like. See that you voted here. And when we refresh, you'll see that the total votes for the contest, my new contest, is 1. And again, this is in grid view. So that concludes how easy it is to set up your contest and to add the contestants from the front end. It's very simple. What I'd also like to let you know here is that the submit entry button has gone away because the contest has started. So if you want to accept entries while the contest is going on, what you'll want to do is do not set the start date, only set the end date. And I'll go ahead and just show you that before we conclude here. Whoops. So here we go. And let's just clear the date. And we'll go back to our page. And now you can see that the submit entry button is back. So if you want to accept entries and votes at the same time, just simply don't set a start date, only set an end date. And that is it. We will definitely have more videos coming in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.